The silent goodbye, how to reconnect when the world feels distant. An opening note of reflection today. I want to invite you to do something small but meaningful. Look at your phone's contact list, or just imagine it in your mind. When was the last time you truly spoke with someone on that list from heart to heart? Not just a quick reply or a text, but a real conversation where you felt seen and heard. If that moment feels like it was a long time ago, you are not alone. Today, we're going to talk about something that's often invisible, yet deeply felt in our chest. The feeling of losing connection. And more importantly, how we can gently rebuild it, not because we are lonely, but because we still have so much to share, to give, and to be. The awakening moment. Hello. I'm your online neighbor, a fellow retiree, just like you. I want to start this session with a simple, but important question. When was the last time you felt truly connected? Not just answering a message or showing up at a family event, but really feeling seen, heard, and valued. Retirement is not just about leaving work behind. It's a major life transition, one that often shifts our social world in ways we don't expect. In the next 10 minutes, we'll explore the emotional challenges retirees face around connection. And I'll share with you 5 practical strategies grounded in science and lived experience to help you rebuild meaningful relationships and find renewed purpose. Together, we'll also hear from leading experts in aging and psychology, whose insights illuminate the path forward with hope and warmth. The awakening of curiosity. Let's begin with what science tells us about connection and aging. Dr. Robert J. Waldinger, director of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, the longest-running study on happiness and well-being, has a powerful message. It's the quality of our relationships that matters most for happiness and health in later life. Not wealth, not fame, but connection. This study followed hundreds of people for over 80 years, tracking their lives, their relationships, and their health. What emerged is clear. Those who nurtured warm, meaningful relationships lived longer, healthier, and happier lives. But here's the catch. Retirement can disrupt those social ties. Work often provides more than income. It offers a social network, daily interactions, and a sense of purpose. When that ends, many retirees find themselves feeling like spectators watching life from behind a window. Dr. Lovra Karstensen, founder of the Stanford Center on Longevity, explains that as we age, we become more selective about who we spend time with. We focus on emotionally rewarding relationships, which she calls socio-emotional selectivity. This means the relationships we keep become even more important. But the challenge is how to build new ones or deepen existing ones in a changed social landscape. So the question becomes, how do we rebuild connection in retirement when the familiar social scaffolding is gone? That's what we'll explore next. Insight 1. Build connection through contribution. Our first strategy is to build connection through contribution, shifting from being served to serving. Dr. Richard Leider, a leading expert on purpose in later life, emphasizes that one of the pillars of a meaningful retirement is contribution, giving value to others. When we feel no longer needed, it's not because we lack value, but often because our social systems haven't adjusted to our new roles. So how can you contribute in ways that build connection? Start by asking yourself, who can I help this week? Maybe it's volunteering at your local library, faith community, or senior center. Or something as simple as reading to your grandchildren, accompanying a neighbor on a walk, or mentoring someone younger. Giving your time and attention creates a bridge between your heart and the world around you. It's not just about filling time, it's about reconnecting with purpose and people. Dr. Leider reminds us, contribution is the antidote to feeling invisible. When you contribute, you create new relationships and deepen existing ones, reminding yourself and others that you matter. Insight 2. Create a third circle of friends. Our second strategy is to create what Dr. Lovra Karstensen calls a third circle of friendships, relationships chosen freely, outside family and work. These are the friends we select based on shared interests, values, and joy, not obligation. Why is this important? Because as we age, emotionally fulfilling relationships become the strongest predictors of well-being. How do you start building this third circle? Look for groups or clubs that align with your passions. A book club, a walking group, a gardening circle, a spiritual community, or even an online class. Don't wait to be invited. Take the initiative to invite others. Reach out and say, "Would you like to join me for coffee?" Or, "Let's start a small group around this hobby." These connections don't have to be large or numerous, just meaningful. Dr. Carstensen notes, "The quality of relationships outweighs the quantity." By nurturing these chosen relationships, you create a social network that supports emotional health and combats isolation. Insight 3. Use technology as a bridge, not a barrier. Our third strategy is to embrace technology as a bridge, not a barrier. Dr. Becca Levy's research shows that negative stereotypes about aging, like "I'm too old to learn," Zoom, can become self-fulfilling prophecies leading to isolation. But technology can be a powerful tool for expanding your social world. Take advantage of digital training programs offered at community centers or online. Learn to send emails, make video calls, or use social media to stay connected. Create a digital family group chat or reconnect with old friends scattered across cities. Use video calls to replace physical visits when distance or health limits travel. Approaching technology with curiosity instead of fear keeps you connected and relevant. Remember, it's not about mastering every app, but about using these tools to nurture relationships. As Dr. Levy says, changing our mindset about aging can open doors to new possibilities. So let technology be your ally in maintaining and growing your social connections. Insight 4. Cultivate mindful presence in relationships. Our fourth strategy is to cultivate mindful presence in your relationships. In retirement, it's easy to let conversations become surface level or distracted. But true connection happens when we are fully present, listening deeply, without judgment or distraction. Dr. Mo Wang, a psychologist specializing in aging and work transitions, highlights that mindfulness can improve emotional regulation and relationship satisfaction. Try this. When you talk with someone, put away your phone, look them in the eye, and listen with curiosity. Ask open-ended questions like, "How have you been feeling lately?" Or, "What's something new in your life?" This kind of presence fosters trust and makes others feel valued. It also helps you feel more connected and less alone. Mindful connection is a gift you give to yourself and others, strengthening bonds that matter most. Dr. Wang reminds us, presence is the foundation of meaningful relationships. So practice being here now with intention and warmth. Insight 5. Embrace life stories and legacy sharing. Our fifth strategy is to embrace life stories and legacy sharing. Retirement is a perfect time to reflect on your journey and share your wisdom. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, an expert on life transitions, points out that telling our stories helps us make sense of change and build connection. Sharing your experiences, challenges overcome, lessons learned, joys discovered, creates deep bonds with listeners. You could write memoirs, record interviews, or simply share stories with family and friends. Consider starting a storytelling group or joining one where retirees share their life journeys. This process honors your past and creates meaning for the present and future. Dr. Richard Leider also emphasizes that legacy is a vital source of purpose in later life. When you share your story, you connect generations and remind yourself and others that your life matters. Legacy sharing is not just about looking back, it's about lighting a path forward. The final light. Let's delve a little deeper into the science behind connection and aging. Dr. Robert Waldinger's Harvard study and other research reveal that social isolation is as harmful to health as smoking or obesity. But it's not just the number of social contacts that matters, it's the quality and emotional depth. Dr. Becca Levy's work on aging stereotypes shows that how we view ourselves influences our mental and physical health. Positive self-perceptions of aging correlate with better memory, mobility, and longevity. Dr. Mo Wang's research on retirement transitions suggests that adapting to new social roles is key to emotional resilience. Dr. Ken Deichtwald, a pioneer in aging studies, reminds us that we are living longer not just to survive, but to thrive, to connect more deeply, and live with meaning. These insights point to a hopeful truth. While retirement brings challenges, it also offers opportunities for growth, connection, and renewed purpose. The science supports what many retirees discover through experience. Connection is a powerful medicine for the soul. From knowing to becoming, as we come to the close of this journey, let's pause and reflect. We've explored how retirement can feel like a loss of connection, but also how it can be a gateway to new and deeper relationships. We learned 5 practical strategies to rebuild connection: contributing to others, creating a chosen circle of friends, embracing technology, practicing mindful presence, and sharing our life stories. Each of these steps is a way of saying, I am here, I matter, I belong. Remember the words of Dr. Waldinger and Dr. Nancy Schlossberg. Relationships are never too late to build. Even in later life, our hearts can learn to love, connect, and be part of something larger than ourselves. Connection is not just a need, it's a gift we give ourselves and the world. So as you move forward, carry this hope with you, that meaningful connection is always within reach, waiting to be rekindled. Until the next reflection before we part, I want to leave you with a thought to carry in your heart. What if the loneliness you feel is not a sign of failure, but a call to rediscover the connections waiting just beyond your comfort zone? What if your presence, your stories, your kindness, and your curiosity are exactly what the world and your heart needs right now? Dr. Ken Deichtwald reminds us, we are living longer not just to exist, but to connect more deeply and live with purpose. So here's my invitation to you. Reach out to one person this week, maybe someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Invite them for a walk, a call, or a chat. Take a small step toward building or rebuilding connection. And if you're willing, share your experience with others, because your story might inspire someone else to take that step too. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. I'm your neighbor, your fellow retiree walking alongside you. Together, we can rekindle connection, renew meaning, and create a life filled with warmth and belonging. Thank you for being here. Until next time, take care of your heart and keep reaching out. Your thoughts matter to us. We'd love to hear your reflections in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else too. If this video brought a smile or stirred a memory, please like, share, and subscribe. Tap the bell icon to join us again on this journey.